Hey, today we're going to talk about intercepting a new debt before it hits your credit. Okay, very, very important. You know, this might not even be a new debt. It could be an old debt that has been sold off to a new collection agency. Well, believe me, it's going to hit your credit as a new debt, or at least the way the algorithm sees it. Remember, the more recent, the derogatory, the more impact it has on the score, especially with the lender scores that we're talking about and that we specialize in. This is so important, something that we do with our clients, and we're going to teach you how to do that, or how to recognize what we call a dunning notice. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Dennis Hubbard, CEO of Credit Firm Inc., and we've been around since 2009 helping tens and thousands of clients realize their financial goals where credit has been an obstacle, with thousands and thousands of clients living in new homes right now that couldn't qualify before they came through the program. This is great information, so I hope this blesses you. Here we go. You've seen it. Maybe you've gotten it off your credit. Maybe we got it off your credit. Maybe it just went away, but there was this old debt that is now gone, and here it is in the mailbox again, or here's a new collection agency. All of a sudden they're calling you again, or maybe it wasn't an old debt. Maybe it was something that was been sitting at the doctor for the last year, or a cable box that you didn't turn in and you found out that you did, and they're saying you didn't, and it's passed over to a collection agency. How are we going to intercept this debt? It's a debt that seems too late to pay. It's already gone to a collection agency, right? So what do we do? Well, we call this a dunning notice that we need to keep an eye out for. And I'm going to show you what that's going to look like when you see it. Now, some of the things that I see a lot of folks do is they get the medical bill or they get the collection letter and they're flinging it. Do not fling these letters. Open them up. All right, and what we're looking for is a third-party company. Here you go. I'm going to show you right now. A third-party company collecting on behalf of somebody else. That's a collection letter, all right? But I want you to ignore if they're making you an offer, trying to negotiate this, or they're threatening you. This is not a dunning notice. This is not what we're looking for. What we are looking for is this right here. It'll always be on the top half of the page, and it's typically on the right side. And it will say, how can you dispute this debt? Call or write us before this projected date. This is something that they're basically giving you the opportunity to dispute this debt. By law, they have to send you this notice before they can begin to collect. Now, it goes on to say, we must stop collection on an amount you dispute until we send you information that shows you owe the debt. You may use the form below to write us without the form. You may also include supporting documents. All right? The further into this law is you can dispute any part of this debt. You can ask to validate any part of this debt. Look, here's the bottom line. Send the response. 95% of the time, they get the response and it goes to the side and it goes away, right? Because they don't take the time to give you the information. And now, legally, they cannot continue their collection activity, which includes putting it on your credit. Now, keep record of this, because if they do, they are in violation and you can substantiate that and attack it accordingly, okay? Now that's so important. Or pick up the phone and pay the debt with the agreement that they haven't reported it to your credit yet. And if you can get that insurance and you just don't want, and this is a new debt and you have an opportunity to pay it and resolve it, then yes, resolve it. But if you cannot, or this is an old debt in the past, simply respond to the validation. Now, our customers, they're trained to, if they see these, or even if they're not sure, we have them send us a picture of it and we immediately send the response. So another little tip, I'm not sure you can Google that one either or find it on YouTube, but now you know. Don't fling those letters, don't ignore them, respond to them, and legally, not only are they not supposed to continue their collection activity or report it to your credit, they're also legally cannot sell the debt, okay? In other words, saying, oh, okay, well, this guy requested validation on this. He disputed this. We don't have time to jack with it. Just sell it to the next debt collector. Wrong. That is illegal. Now, does that mean they don't do it? Yes, they do it all the time. But again, keep records. And if that happens, then you'll be able to establish the fact that that debt was illegally sold as they failed to validate it. Hope that blesses you. We'll see you on the next one.